Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Ladder Legends replay analysis. Today I got a Diamond 1 versus a Master 3 TVZ for you. Both my cameras decided to work today. What's up? At the same time, I had a cat slice through 5 separate pairs of earphones, so I'm using my girlfriend's cat ear over-the-ear headphones. They are better sound quality, though, ironically enough. Either way, though, let's get into this. Let's see what our man Mark said. He said, I lost before the fight. I don't know how to engage. So, let's see if this is a macro issue or if it's an actual issue with the fighting. It's going to be the biggest thing to determine here. Got my coffee ready to go. Alright, so we're going normal. Hellion opener, second gas. So this is going to be, for a more aggressive variant. Getting our starport instantaneously. There it is. 3 minutes. Takes up on the barracks. We let the lings in the base for some reason. That was a mistake. Like, just not raising the wall. It was a good job only losing, what, 1? Oh, we lost 2 SCVs. Pretty rough start for us, actually. There's 4 lings, kept the Reaper on this side of the map. Luckily, he did make quite a few lings. So his drone count isn't great, but... Alright, we're up to 6 Hellions. We're going up to 8 Hellions. Liberator, okay. Liberator for harassment. Was this seen? I think it was seen.
A new queen.
Okay, barely. I don't think he actually saw it, which is good. Roach Warren and Lings coming out here. The Zerg player's on 39 drones. He's getting ready for the Hellions. It's making a lot of Lings. He's got 33. 33 Lings. They live going on the natural. Probably not the best place for it, but we got a couple drones at least, so... 5 workers killed. I mean, you're ahead on workers now. You're in a decent spot. We set our rally point as we were lifting a building over, so the starport flew over to the natural. Been there, done that. All right, so one of the mistake on the mining here. You see how it's 10 out of 16. It would be more efficient if we were to rally this base back to your own main base mineral line. That way, your workers are having less travel time. This is something that we mostly talk about with Zerg players, but you're very oversaturated here, and we are undersaturated here. So this is resulting in us having less mining than we otherwise would have. Straight up just taking away some of our cash. I also have idle workers randomly. Got idle worker here, idle worker here, idle worker here. Okay, we gotta fix this. This is like, there's no reason for all these boys to be sitting here doing nothing, you know? There's an idle worker key, and if you hit control and plus click that key at the exact same time, it grabs all of them at once. Like, mine is my back mouse button, so I just hit control, back mouse button, and it takes me to wherever the idle workers are, grabs all of them, and then I can move them back to my base. Third base landed. What time is this third base finished? I just want to see. So this third base is kind of late, plus we're already a little overset. Like, if we were to land, we should go land it right now. Our third base was slightly late, and that's just because of the way we opened. It wasn't a bad thing. We did good worker damage. We forced out a bunch of units. But we also didn't put on any follow-up pressure. Actually, our Hellions died. So, I was too busy focusing on the macro. I'm not even necessarily going to worry about the Hellions. Let's speed up until we get this base landed. So we got 2 medevacs, a marine tank. This is where you would normally like to see some sort of like a drop play or something like that. This guy's going mutas though. We have no scout on the mutas. So let's see how long was it since we've been in his base? Since he was building the lair. So as we're going to land our third base and we're getting our extra production in, this would be a time where it's really good to get some info on what's going on. Like this mark right here, we just drop a scan in the main. You would end up seeing the spire or the natural, either or. Because like, you'd see a baneling nest plus 2 evolution chambers. And some leagues. The natural would be misleading. It would make you think that it's going to be roaches. But actually, maybe not. Because there's no roach speed researching. So, yeah. Not having a scout on the spire is pretty rough. if anything, at least for turrets, like you would want to go like turret here, turret here, turret here, turret here. That's probably what I would do. Like this 4 area, then a turret this mineral line, turret this mineral line, and then maybe like one on the edge. So we do go for a drop. It's like you were reading my mind. Very nice micro. He double stemmed, but very nice micro. Okay, we got +2 on the way. Well, now we didn't start +2 armor. I think that was a mistake. We have there it is. +2 armor on the way. We should be getting +1 to either +1 vehicle weapons or +1 vehicle armor. We're going for drilling claws, so this should be a second factory on the way. We got our turrets coming up. This is looking good, Mark. This is looking very good. Look at the health of our army, though. We don't have nearly enough healing power here. We only have 2 medevacs for this entire army. And, like, the majority of our Marines are within one-shot range for mainling. Not the majority, but, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, at least 6 of these current Marines, and that's only on the first stem. Plus, we only have 2 medevacs to heal all of this. Tank friendly fire is even taking out some units here. We stem again. You see, that's where the lack of healing power shows. Like, there was literally only 1 medevac healing that army because this guy's just chilling over here. Go watch. You pull back here. Look at this guy. He's doing nothing. He's not even healing. And look how low health our army is. And then we stem again. Like, everything. It's 1 mainling for all of these boys. So as far as this fight goes, what we want to do here, before we go up to this 4th base, first off, we want to start 2 more medevacs if we haven't already. Okay, they're on the way. That's fine. Well, I'm not going to talk that specific. So first off, we don't want to have all of our tanks in the same spot. We want to be tank, tank, then we move the tanks up 1 by 1, even to where maybe you could get into the main base. Putting all of them together, which is okay, but then we want to pre-spread. So you want to be already group here, group here, group here, group here. Like, have your stuff spread out. And then also, we need to keep track of where the mutas are. We know they're in the main base right now, but the moment they leave the main base, we need to be worried about the safety of these guys. These tanks here. Also, the moment he leaves the main base, we need to, SCV back on our 4th base, plus another turret. Very nice. I mean, look at the supplies. They're actually not that bad at all. Also, this guy hasn't even started, too. I think you're actually in a perfectly fine spot. We're at 52 workers to 71 workers, which isn't fantastic. However, once 2-2 finishes, we're going to have a fantastic window of damage dealing opportunity here. All right, we got the bunker. You know, I was thinking about this bunker placement. If you wanted to do, like, this side, well, I guess it would block workers from getting in. I was thinking, like, wall from the CC here. This would probably be the shortest wall. But nice. Going in the middle. We should clear some creep here. Very good. And are we just lacking production or what? Like, our supply is going up very slowly here. I just don't think we're producing. Like, look how much money we have. This factory's not making. This factory's not making. This barracks, this starport not making. We have 2 more additional barracks finished. We could be starting 3-3. We're just not making stuff. Oh, great Widow Mine hit. Like, if we were producing, we would probably be at like 160, 170 here. We got our 4th base landed with extra, with extra mining happening. We're also losing a little bit of our window. It's not too bad. We at least still have an advantage for 3-3, but we're still definitely losing our upgrade window here. Okay, Zerg is up to infestors now. He only has 2. He swapped in the hydras because he doesn't view his strength in the mutas. So now is when we need more tech units. Like, we got the widow mines for the mutiling bane, but then we now see hydras, so we should immediately start siege tanks again. And or go into like libs or something. Like, we need some sort of tech units. He's teching up, and we got 10 Marines on the production tab. We've had nothing but Marines on the production tab since like minute 4. So, okay, how to set up that fight. we gotta start pre-spreading, my man. So like we move command here. Let's even if you want to do this, like if you're move commanding everything in front of the mines, like maybe just take a chunk. Like we're already on the edge of creep. He can see your army already. So it's just like just take a little chunk and move forward and leave the rest back if you don't want to, like if we're not overly confident in our pre-spread. But we need to start pre-spreading the Marines more, especially if we ever hope to win a game against the FU Marine comp, which is exactly what this guy is running right now, Infestor Baneling. But we got caught move commanding, and then a Widowmine got dragged into us, a Fungal plus Banelings, so it's just like instant minus 30 supply. These guys are also still move commanding. Stem, and then what do we start? We start 8 more Marines. None of these units that we're making right now are gonna win the game for us, I feel like. Oh, even though you're getting great Widowmine connections. Very nice. Good turnaround. Now it's on even upgrades, so we really can't fight on creep. Like we can, but we can't. We are standing on like creep vision. You see it, like he can see us the whole time, and we're standing in a clump with everything at half HP, while the Zerg player has Infestor Baneling out. Like this is not a winning strat. We gotta try to catch our opponent off guard. Like I would love to see you go to, he has this bottom base. You take the Autobahn down here, and we go up and we attack this base. Stim Marines in the speed zone's kind of crazy. There's also no creep here. There's no creep connecting his bases. None of that. So starting some libs now, which I don't hate, but we could have which I like actually, but we should have started these a couple minutes ago. We saw the Hydras from minute 10. It's now minute 13, and it's like if I told you how long should it take you to react and transition to something like this, the fusion core, let's just say it takes what 45 seconds, and then liberator range takes like 100. You could already have lib range done with the second starport and reactors plus those libs coming with the amount of time since you've seen the transition to be able to transition yourselves. Another thing as well, we're not making enough workers. We're making SCVs right now, but we only have 63. Like it's a 63 SCV economy against an 88 drone economy. You want to go to like 70, 75, and then the extra orbitals from there will help. Another thing on top of all of that, you see how we're starting to run really low on these bases? We really need to be taking another base. And I say that because like we're on 4 bases with mules, but we're mining significantly less than our Zerg opponent, and part of the reason is because we're running out of mineral patches. So it's like I wouldn't even mind seeing this base be lifted to this corner. Just use the power of the Terran. You never necessarily have to make more than 4 command centers if you are lifting your old bases to your new bases. We're a little oversaturated in some places. Got some workers chilling out. But overall, let's just make sure we get our economy right. So we're very overstimmed as well. Like I would not have even minded seeing the fusion core for Conducius Reactor. Conducius Reactor increasing the effectiveness of the medevac healing or the effectiveness of their energy. I don't remember exactly which one it does. Either way, really good upgrade for medevacs, especially if you're a man who likes to stim and attempt to win. Right? That's what it's for. It's for making these fights have extra longevity. But what we're doing right now is we're getting to the point where one fungal absolutely cooks us, regardless of our upgrades, regardless of the amount of Marines. It's like this is what is this 15 supply donation right here, because we're on creep, in range of Infestor Baneling. Fungal. There's we're also not pulling our opponent's attention away. You know, like I would love to even see like some, if we're gonna try to win playing pure Marine, we got to be doing some like split army tactics or something like that. This guy has felt safe enough to go up to an ultra cavern and get 10 infestors out the entire time your army has been here, because he knows exactly where it is. Not only are you 7 light years away from other bases to fight, right? But it's like he doesn't have to worry about anything else. Even if we split like a group off, go down here, a drop to the main, something like that, something that pulls his attention away, you need to make him multitask. It's way easier to execute aggression than it is to defend aggression. So what we don't want to do against a defensive race and a defensive player is allow him to be in a position that makes the defense easier, which full army pushing down the middle onto creep is probably the best defensible position that Zerg can hope for. They're not having to worry about anything else. All he's got to do is worry about defending on that front, right? So like, we are very stim happy. Like, we don't really need to stim for the creep. We don't have any medevacs here healing. The medevacs we do have no energy. This health is health that will not be replaced. And like, we stim to kill those creep tumors, but what did it actually do, right? So it's just like, we gotta be actively thinking about the actions that we're taking with this army. Now we're gonna go back in, and the next time we stim, a big chunk of our boys are gonna be one baneling shot away from death. Three banelings kills all of these Whittle Mines, by the way. Oh, he's doing the drags. All of our Whittle Mines are dead. We just need to not be here. You asked about how to set this fight up. I would never fight here. We should never fight here. There's no reason to fight here. There's nothing. We're not vying for anything. We're not fighting over a base. We're not fighting over a position between bases. Right now, we're fighting over jack shit and fuck. I'm not gonna excuse my language. We're fighting over nothing, basically, right? Like, we're fighting over unimportant territory. So we just don't need to fight here. We just need to fight elsewhere. Also, this is another thing that I've been thinking about, that is, like, with this specific map, we could have saved a bajillion and 2 medevac energy if we just sent the guys here. Like, these are some free heals right here. I would have even minded that stem onto the creep to clear the creep if they just shift click back to the healing zone, right? I do like that we're focusing on our production a little bit. We're still not using our extra tech buildings as much as we would like to be. Look at our gas. That's a good indicator of that. Our 5th base is almost done. Once you're past 4 bases, please take your bases on location. Like, this Zerg player has shown you no propensity to counterattacks whatsoever, even though we're ready for counterattacks. Our 3rd base is a bunker. Our 4th base is a planetary. I like all the moves, but this Zerg player is not doing it. If he's not going to do it, don't put yourself further behind by doing stuff like putting it by your 3rd. You might think this is being safe, but against this kind of guy, it's not being safe. It's just worse. Straight up, because this kind of guy isn't doing counterattacks. He's just sitting here trying to defend, and it's just like, why put ourselves in a potentially, like, ever so slightly but still worse spot when we could just set it and forget it, you know? Click this guy, BC, build command center, right there. Go back to fighting, whatever we're doing, right? But so this guy, we have not been putting enough pressure on, straight up, and I say that because Zerg players shouldn't be feeling comfortable enough to do this if we're putting pressure on. Comfortable enough to be getting to ultras, to be getting to adrenal, to be getting to +2, +3 with 30 more. Like, it's a lot, right? And this guy can't spend his money, but he also has a ton of drones and he's maxed. So the biggest thing so far, Mark, is that we just don't need to be fighting. We don't need to be vying for positions that are unimportant, right? Like, we're stemming for creep again, but there's nothing important here. Okay, we're still on creep, though. So this is a concept that this guy has down, which I appreciate, which is that while after the creep is cleared, he still gets all the benefit of the creep, and our entire army is still on creep. Plus, it is very overstemmed. We stem again. Oh, our first stem wasn't even gone. We're super overstemmed here. You know, for you, Mark, specifically, it doesn't seem like we're really enjoying going against Hive Tech very much, but we also still need to work on how to fight with the mid-game armies, so I'm gonna suggest maybe, like, I'm gonna send you a game, okay? I'm gonna PM you a game, and I'm gonna see what you think about the build, and maybe have you copy it for a bit, until we get the micro down with this kind of army. Like, ooh, stemming a whole army with a medevac with no energy. Like, he doesn't even know, but this guy just got insane value by that little poke. Unfortunately, we've lost a little too much at this point. Like, Terran's down 2k in resources lost. Zerg has 2 more bases than Terran. You definitely had some good opportunities in this game, especially with 2-2 finished. And your ideas are good. Your macro is pretty good as well. We just need to change a couple things up, and I think we'll have no problem getting you into Masters, my man. thank you guys very much for watching. There's not too much more point in continuing this game. It's just going to be a slow, painful death from here. If you guys did enjoy, please do consider subscribing to the channel. Mark, hit me up in DMs. I got something spicy for you. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.